Hi, my full name is Rangsiman Passa. My nickname is Tonkla, but you can call me TK as you may know me. So, all right, Mr. Callum, you are
Hi,
going.
my name is Callum. I'm going to be the interviewee today on Tonklar's little channel here.
Please
So
start.
Tonklar, what did you do? What type of job did you do in your internship to do with your degree?
Okay. I did. I did a service staff at a restaurant.
And when did you do that?
I did it back at I forgot the month. Was it September? August, July, June, May. Okay. It was about 4 or 5 months ago, actually.
Okay.
Okay.
And where did you do this? Where did you do this internship?
The internship took place at a restaurant called Pepper's Restaurant and Bakery. It's located in front of the Air Force Base of Ubon Ratchathani Province.
Yeah, I know it well. And why have you done this internship?
Why? Because I think, in my opinion, I think this place. Let me explain a little bit about this place. This restaurant is uh the owner of the restaurant actually aiming for customers who are foreigners. So I think it's kind of like a good idea for me to practice my skills, right? Like especially my English skills, my communicative skills, like speaking and listening. So the reason why I choose this place is that so that I can practice speaking. I can talk to foreigners, not as much as I expected, but at least I can speak with people there, especially my boss, my manager. All of them are foreigners.
Hmm.
That's why.
That's good. Good. Nice.
Mhm.
So from that, what job did you have to do while you was working at Peppers?
What job did I have to do? Well,
Mm.
actually, I had to be there for 5 days. According to the syllabus, it says that I can do the internship for about 50 hours. So I decided to put myself there 10 hours a day for 5 days straight.
Okay.
And I made sure that I learned everything from them from the beginning to the end. So the first day, I started my job doing everything. At the beginning of the day, I cleaned. Absolutely, that the basic things as service staff to do. Cleaning. I did cleaning. I did taking orders from customers. I did um, cashier. I did um, serving food as well, and I did delivering food. Not food, but bakery stuff like cakes, buns, burgers, something like that, to another shop that they're the shops that are our customers. For example, like Amazon. You may know Amazon, a coffee shop, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Amazon coffee shop. Yeah, there are some Amazon cafes in Ubon that are our customer. They order our bakery for like almost every day. I was lucky that my 5 days internship had me to deliver, you know, bakeries to Amazon.
Hmm.
And what I learned from that was that I learned how to manage the order, how
Hmm.
to how to send the order to the bakery, how to uh, like I said, managing orders. Like I have to make sure everything is correct. I had to deal with the Amazon about the price, about the menu that are listed on the Amazon app, something like that. I had to let them know. I had to talk to them about our orders, about their orders, what they ordered. We might not have them, or we may have them, or maybe we have new items, new stuff, and we want to let them know. We have to manage it out, have to deal with them.
Okay.
So yeah,
So
it took a lot of things to be done just for one order for Amazon. That's what I learned.
So, how much out of that did you use skills from your degree, such as communication in a foreign language?
In foreign language, well, actually, Amazon does not. It was not in English, but I mean, to do that, I also had to communicate to my manager, who is
Hmm.
also who was working in a bakery as well. Yeah, my manager. I had to communicate with my manager in order to make the order that we had. Yeah,
And
I had to talk to them. I had to talk to him like what we had to do. Like, okay, today we had this list of orders. So I'm not just gonna, write a list of order and then put it on the wall. He's not gonna do it. Yeah, I gotta have to tell him like the size of the package, the quantity for each package, uh, how many packages that we have to make, and how much of the price that we shall collect from Amazon, because there's something doing with tax, something to do with tax as well. We have to calculate the tax and the price of the products, the price of the materials, the ingredients that we use, and
mhm.
then we calculate them into the price of a package for them for an Amazon. So the price is going to be different from the shop at the Amazon. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
100%.
all of the process there, I had to communicate with my manager, who was a foreigner.
And so that was all in English.
Correct.
Good. Good. Okay. So, what did you gain from working there, from an English perspective, learning working with foreigners?
Uh, well, I gained a lot. There are a lot of perspective back then when I was working at internship. The first one should be the working perspective. I I learned a lot of how to manage people, how to work with somebody who is from who is from a different culture, like my boss and my manager. I learned how to at least to connect with them, to connect with foreigners, to know what they really need from us, and to know what we can have from them, something like that. It's it's not that different from what we do as Thai employee, but it's a thing like a little bit like bias, but not that negatively. I mean, to work with a foreigner, they don't expect you to be uh, so much respectful, but at least to do your job as good as possible, as well as possible, to do your job like 100%, not just give it 50%, and then you kind of like mm, licking the boss's feet. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, something like that.
100%. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, I
give it
know.
100%,
That's,
and then you can do whatever you want. I mean, I can see the difference between working with Thai boss and foreign boss. That's what I learned in working perspective. Let me explain more. In terms of difference, uh, I was working with Thai people before, and they kind of like they expected us to respect them, to do good things for them, not for not in not for the job specifically, but for them as well. You may good at cooking food, but if you're not good at talking, you may ending up being excluded. I mean, from your boss, something like that. But if you're good at talking but not good at cooking, but you can talk to your boss about things things that your boss your Thai boss likes, well, maybe you may end up be getting promoted. But for a foreigner, they don't really look at us that way. They may know that maybe we may talk a lot, but still they will look at us. They will look at our performance the most. So I saw that myself. I've seen that myself. Like I noticed that when I was working. That okay. Sometimes I felt lazy too. Sometimes I felt lazy and I couldn't do the job at 100%. I did the job like 60, 70 sometimes, and uh, that was a result that I did something wrong. I did something that got us some complaints from customers, something like that. And my boss was kind of like warning me and uh, talked me out about the story and stuff that I made. Yeah, we talked a lot. We talked a lot, but we mainly focused on the performance rather than the topics that we talk about. That's what
so
I learned.
from that, as you're saying, from the different cultures
Hmm.
you've experienced that in a Western culture, it's more about the job rather than sucking up to your manager.
Hmm.
Whereas your culture, it's less about doing the job, but as long as you can talk to your boss.
Kind of, yeah.
Okay, no
Yeah.
problem there.
Okay.
And with your work, what you've done over at Peppers, how is that related to your degree? What skills did you learn there that can coincide with your degree about communication?
Well, mainly, I have to say that the main point is that I can communicate when I was there in English for almost all the time. That's the thing. Yeah, that's the only point that I can say. Uh, well, in relation to my degrees, English and communication, according to the courses that I have taken before, it's all about communicating in different situations. For example, in traveling, in hospital, or being a host, something like that. It's relating to some specific courses, in my opinion, like being a host, working in a hospitality context, and for me, I think it's good enough. As English and communication major student, it's good enough to work at a restaurant, especially a foreign restaurant, a Western restaurant, not foreign restaurant, because I can at least, at least communicate with my boss in English, communicate with my customer in English. In terms of
Mhm.
communicate, I speak, of course, I listen. More than that, I read and I write.
So what you're saying is from the job that you've just done in the relation to to do your degree that you've learned how to be able to work in a foreign environment.
Right. That's what I try to say. Yeah.
Well, that's good. Um, so what we've seen then is your work experience has helped you being able to work under a foreign employee, work in a somewhat foreign environment in the hospitality service.
Correct.
It's good. It's good.
Yeah. Let me explain more. Well, since Peppers is so diverse, it's not just English that I learned. There were some people from like Japan, from
Mhm.
China, from Korea. They came to Peppers too. You know,
Mhm.
I can make I can make like connections throughout those people from different cultures. Yeah. Well, working at that place has been has been uh, has been so much of uh, what can I say? Has been very good for me in terms of working and in terms of uh, internship. Well, you know what? I am a staff now at Peppers.
Yeah,
Cool, right?
that's good. So you can see that um, from your degree, what you've just told me,
Mm-hmm.
what I can see is that your degree has helped you not only just your degree but um, your own strengths and pushing yourself to be able to communicate with foreigners, to be able to use that to work in a foreign environment. As you said, it's not just people who speak English. You've got Japanese, you've got Chinese. I mean, the owner of Peppers is from Germany, isn't they? So
Well,
you know you.
actually, we have a new owner now.
How do you? Okay.
Yeah, he's
Uh,
okay. We have an American owner.
okay, so you've
Yeah.
got an American English speaker.
Yep.
Okay. And the previous one was obviously German, so you might have even learnt a bit of German. So you've got all these qualifications that you've learned, and how it's related to your degree is as proof that you can put them both together. And as you said previously in this interview, that you have the the skills and that it is helping you be able to go into them
Mm-hmm.
environments, into the hospitality, and if you push yourself a little bit further, you'll be able to go somewhere else. Good.
Correct. Correct. Okay.
So
That shall be the end of our interview.
yeah, it's been a pleasure.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you for
No,
interviewing me.
no problem at all. It's been a pleasure.